Hello, I'm Alaric Roscoe, and welcome to the site of my field test on offensive language, the Common Room, here at Northeastern University. Today, I hope to uncover the college students' perspective on foul language, and also to shed some light on the fallacies of society's aversion to foul language. Ready? Let's fuck shit up. Chris, fuck you. As you can see, he was offended and confused by my word choice. But think about it. What do I really mean when I say, fuck you? Yo, bitch boy, what's good? As you can see, he doesn't even take offense to it nowadays. It's just become sort of a nickname for him. He's just trying to watch the baseball game.
The Rangers are gonna lose.
But you see, Harrison has just become desensitized to this word because he knows that we mean nothing wrong by it. So to get a feel for the general consensus among my fellow college students, I posted this paper on my door. As you can see, it doesn't violate any of the codes about offensive language, but it still speaks a message about censorship and aversion to cursing. I asked this question to any viewers and asked them for their opinions. And I was able to use these to compose a general list of questions and to follow up on some of the posters. So Andy, how do you feel about the use of curses?
I think they have their place, and I definitely think that they're like a serious part of our language and should be regarded as such.
Okay. Why do you think we can't discuss the issue itself of cursing in civilized conversation?
Because you're always going to have the people who decide it's a fun time to just curse a lot, and also any discussion of specific words, if you're getting into that, is obviously kind of off limits.
Okay. So, to you, does cursing symbolize maturity or a lack of class?
I wouldn't say it's a lack of class, depending on the situation. Curse words should be reserved for occasions for which they're needed. They're strong words, that's all.
So, on the topic of strong words, do you think it's acceptable to use less strong curse words in less formal situations?
Sure, yeah, why not?
Okay. So, when a word that's defined as a curse is used in a way that doesn't support the meaning of the word, do you think it's still offensive?
Could you clarify that question?
So, if I were to say, this fucking sucks, the word fuck is not used to describe fornication in that case. Do you think, does that still offend you, thinking about it that way?
No, that's not offensive, and I think that's an accepted meaning of that word, actually, so.
So Scott, how do you feel about the use of curses in general?
Around buddies, just whatever, but you don't really use it when you're around adults or kids, or if you're talking about something serious. It's more just something that you use like when you're putting emphasis on something around people you're comfortable with.
Okay. Now, you said in the paper interview that the word fuck is used too lightly. Can you expand on that?
Most swears are. Just people get desensitized to them because they use them too much.
So would you say that when a word is that's identified as a curse is used in a way that doesn't support the meaning of the original word, would you find it offensive?
Not used. In the,
So for
basically,
example,
if it's not used in the intended.
so for example, if I say that fucking bastard, I'm not saying that bastard who has sex.
Well, it has a different connotation when you say it like that.
True.
So that would be an insult. But those two words within of themselves aren't like insults.
Okay. So it's about the way that it's used.
Yeah.
Okay. So if there's no malicious intent behind a curse word, do you think it's offensive?
That goes back to needing to be in the right setting.
Okay. But say I just went up to you and I said, "Yo, man, what the fuck's up? How you doing?" Is that offensive?
No, but I think you thought something was wrong because of the use of it.
Okay.
Because just using it like that just seems sort of awkward. Like, whoa, something up? What's wrong? That's the connotation I would get. Like if you had said that.
Okay. Thank you. So, Jackie.
Yeah.
First of all, how do you feel about the use of curses?
I think they're fine and there's a place for them if they're not offending anyone specifically in a derogatory sense. So like putting down certain groups of people.
Okay. So you're saying if there's no malicious intent behind a curse word, it's not offensive?
Not necessarily. Like if someone says fag as a joke and it's not meant to be malicious, it still could be malicious because of the connotations they're unaware of. But like if it's not putting down anyone specifically, like if you call someone an asshole, everyone has an asshole, so it's okay, I think.
So you're saying that when a word identified as a curse is used in a way that doesn't support the original meaning of the word, that's when it's not offensive?
No, because if someone said faggot without meaning, like if someone says like that test is gay, that's putting down gay people whether they try to or not. So I think that's offensive. But
So you're saying it depends on the word?
yeah.
And words that are meant to intend specific people, or offend specific people,
Offend
are
me.
offensive to you.
Yes.
Okay. So why can't we discuss the issue of cursing and offensive language in a civilized conversation?
Who says we can't?
Well, that's a good question. Guess we'll move on to the next one.
Sorry.
So in your mind, does cursing symbolize more maturity or more of a lack of class?
It's definitely not classy, but it's fun. I don't know.
Okay. And is it acceptable to use words like crap, suck, frick, do you think, in some level of
I think, yeah.
informality? Okay,
For
thank
sure.
you very much. How do you feel about the use of curse words?
In everyday life?
Sure.
I think it's fine. Well, I think it depends where you are. Like, if you're around children, you shouldn't use them, but otherwise.
Okay, so why do you think we can't discuss the issue of cursing in a civilized conversation?
I think we can discuss the issue of cursing in a civilized conversation.
So why do you think society has such an aversion to that?
Still, I don't think they have as much an aversion as they used to. I mean, there's cursing in, like, TV and everything. I think that it used to be a lot worse than it is. It's just a matter of the stigma that we attach to the words. It's not the words themselves.
Okay, so would you say that when a word identified as a curse is used in a way that doesn't support the original meaning of the word, would you say it's still offensive, regardless of whether society says it is?
Is the person using it to be offensive? I feel like the purpose is in the, like, it's in the intent.
Well, that's actually the next question. If there's,
Oh.
it depends on, if it depends on the intent, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
it does.
So, in your mind, does cursing symbolize more maturity or more lack of class?
I don't think it's a lack of class or a lack of maturity. I think it's just a way to express frustration in the way that it could be understood by most people.
Okay. Thank you. My classmates clearly believe that curse words can be used in some situations, and I have known them to use such words themselves. However, all of them admit that there are situations in which they would not view foul language as acceptable to use. This shows just how much society has drilled these taboos into my friends' heads. What if everyone realized that there's no longer a need to fear bad language because its overuse has stripped its meaning? Ponder that. But first, here's your moment of zen. Pretty.
God damn it. I don't get it.
Dude, that's like fucking crazy.
Fuck shit.
What
Fuck,
is?
fuck, dick, fuck. That's how crazy
I'm with
it
you,
is.
man. I'm with you on this.
Big shit, ass cock, shit, dick, balls, in the face and the ass. Twice. Fuckers.
Really, Joe? How do you really feel?